We're happy to be here. Obviously, there's only 64 teams left still playing, so we're happy to be one of them. We know this is a great field here, and we're going to have to play our best baseball to have success. So we're ready to go. We're ready to go.
Questions for the student athletes?
Cole, you've kind of had a little bit of chance to get used to it. How do you think this Sparkle played this weekend? Offensively, defensively, just what you get out there?
I mean, nothing crazy. I feel like the dirt's still the same dirt. Dimensions are still the same dimensions. So I don't know. We'll see more come tomorrow with the wind and whatnot. But I think it'll be pretty far.
We go on the assumption that Eli Jones is starting tomorrow.
Yes.
Eli, what does it mean to get the ball tomorrow to start regional play and get the tone set for the weekend?
It's a great opportunity. Obviously, as a kid, you dream of moments like this, and for us as a team, it's kind of a new start for us in the postseason. So at this point, for everybody on the team, it's like this is opening day again. Kind of treat it like that. For any season, everybody's 0-0. We're all working towards a common goal, so it's great to get this opportunity to get the game going.
Eli, you got on the mound in Knoxville and then again in Hoover, a couple better outings for you. How do you feel about your stuff right now compared to maybe 2 weeks ago?
Much better. We've been working really hard to kind of work out some kinks that have grown on me throughout the course of the year. I think we've ironed some of those out. Once again, like I said, it's a brand new season for all of us. Whatever happened in the past is in the past, and we're looking forward to postseason play.
For either of you guys, with the defense, with the work you guys have put in this week, how do you feel like that has gone, and how do you feel like that translates over to what you guys are able to do this weekend defensively?
I mean, kind of what Eli said, like some kinks happened, you could say, and they've been ironed out. I mean, our infielders, outfielders, catchers, we've busted our tails the past 3 days to get back to where we were. At the end of the day, I think it'll help us out this weekend.
Hey Cole, you guys had that 6-game lose streak in the season. You guys got hot in Hoover. What's the key amongst the players that you guys are talking about is putting all faces together and having a good run starting out tomorrow?
I think it's just showing up every day. Just keep showing up, keep having fun, keep being ourselves, and at the end of the day, it'll click like it did in Hoover. I thought, Hoover was really good for us because now we feel like we can beat anybody. It was a confidence boost to play against the top level of talent we did, so we should have a good week.
For either of you, if you could talk about how, the SEC tournament and the regular season, you guys are obviously on a national stage as rankings go and just the SEC in general, but now you're in the NCAA tournament. So what do you think that some of the viewers that don't normally tune into Gamecock baseball will see this weekend?
I mean, number one, we're gonna have a lot of fun out there. We're a group of guys that's very close, and I think we've proven that all year long, and that's definitely not going to change as we go out there this weekend. No matter how big the stage is, we're all going to stick together and have some fun because we know we're playing a game at the end of the day. We all love the game, we all love playing together, and we're going to show that we love the game.
Anything else for the student athletes? All right, Eli and Cole, thanks for joining us. You guys can head back.
Thanks, guys.
Questions for the head coach?
Marco, what's Gavin Cass's status?
Gavin had surgery this morning, so he will be unavailable for the rest of the way.
With Eli, what went into that decision to give him the ball? And y'all have done some things in terms of giving guys certain pitch counts, certain times in the batting order. Are there any restrictions on him, or do you want to go into that?
Yeah, Eli, I think Eli earned the right because he's one of our most mature guys. He's been here before. He's pitched some really big innings in the NCAA tournament already. He's trending in a good direction, and as it relates to how long he'll go, we'll just kind of let the game dictate that. If he's doing well and we think we need to throw him out there for the next inning, we'll do that. If it looks like it's how it's been recently, where he gets to a certain pitch count and we need to pass the baton, then we'll do that.
Hey, Mark, with third base, with Talmadge and Tyler over there, how have you seen those two work over there? And specifically with Tyler, how comfortable do you feel like he looks over there for not playing third base much at all this year?
I think they'll both be ready to go. They both had a good week of practice. They both were challenged with a lot of work in terms of the degree of difficulty, a variety of plays, and they'll be ready to go. They're not going to be perfect. Nobody's going to be perfect, but they're prepared and they're ready to go, and I think they're both confident.
At the watch party, you said, I don't think you had gotten into your prep for JMU just yet. So as you guys gear up for tomorrow's game, it kind of sticks out about this team that you guys are playing on.
Yeah, it's a powerful team. They're pretty physical. They steal a lot of bases. They like to bunt. They're a multifaceted offense. They like to do a lot of things to try to make you uncomfortable, and that's what we prepared for. So it's a good team. It's a team that can score a lot of runs. They have a win against Arkansas, so it'll be a great challenge. It'll be NCAA postseason baseball.
Mark, when you reflect on the momentum that you guys picked up at the SEC tournament, what specifically were you looking for in the team this week to know that you can continue that momentum into this weekend?
Yeah, I just think at the end of the day, we showed the country last week what we're capable of doing when we're playing the way we can play. We've had a good season. It's ups and downs, but generally all the teams in our league had some ups and downs because of the degree of difficulty. And so I think what we showed is that we can take a punch and we can keep moving forward. And when we get on a run, we're pretty darn good. And that's what we did this past weekend. We played 5 games. We beat Kentucky, national seed. We beat Arkansas, national seed. We beat Alabama, NCAA tournament team, and we went toe to toe with LSU and had 2 games slip away. But we very easily could have won those games as well. So we're playing good baseball right here at the end of the season, and it's a new week, so we just have to make sure that we capitalize on that momentum.
Have you decided on a starter at third base?
Yeah.
And it will be.
I'll announce that tomorrow. I think that'll come out 45 minutes before game time. I just want to get back and make sure everybody's on the same page with my staff. I'm not trying to be funny here, but we'll get that out tomorrow. But I feel good about where we'll go.
Coach, a lot of experience on this team. What's kind of that balance between you're telling the players what to expect and how to respond and what to do this weekend versus them just knowing what to do?
Yeah, I think once you've played 35 SEC games, as we have, the guys know what it takes. So what they've learned throughout the course of the year is what wins and loses ball games. They've learned how they need to stick together through the tough times, whether it's over the course of a week or in the middle of a game. You're not always going to have the lead, so we've had comeback wins. I just think this team now has leadership from the players. The best players have leadership from within. As coaches, our job is to kind of set the tone, give them the structure to thrive, and then it's up to them. They play, they hold each other accountable, and that's what you want. And I think this team has learned over the course of the year everything that it takes, and now it's just a matter of letting it happen.
Going off DC's question for the players, notice anything interesting about the ballpark, the dimensions, the way anything might play this weekend, just something you haven't played here yet this year?
Yeah, I think this ballpark is very similar to Founders, where if there's a breeze blowing out, I would imagine it's a pretty good home run ballpark. If the wind is blowing in, it'll play bigger. I think the infield plays fairly similar to Founders Park in terms of the speed. It appears to be very well taken care of, so I think the ballpark will play very fair.
With the decision for Gavin to undergo surgery, was that something you kind of, how long did it take for you guys to kind of figure, we're kind of out of options here, this may be the best thing to do?
Well, you've got to rely on your doctors, your athletic trainers, your specialists, and once they say this is really the only option, and then you combine that with how Gavin was feeling and what strength he did or did not have, just in normal everyday activities, it just became a very easy decision.